100 monkeys as an experiment. He's right on in his final point. He just missed some of the details. The 100 monkeys was an experiment performed by some Japanese scientists, I believe. They took sweet potatoes and they dropped them on this island for the monkeys to eat up by the tree line. Monkeys all love the sweet potatoes. They start eating them. And then the scientists start dropping the sweet potatoes in the sand. Well, now there's sand on the sweet potatoes, and that's a problem. The monkeys don't want to eat them. So they take 2 of the monkeys, and they teach the monkeys to take the sweet potatoes down to the water and wash the sand off them. Then they take those monkeys back to the island, put them with the rest of them. Every day, those 2 monkeys that know how to wash the sweet potatoes teach a couple more monkeys to wash the sweet potatoes. This continues until the number grows, until it gets to 100 monkeys. Now, once 100 monkeys knew to take the sweet potatoes down to the water and wash the sand off them, it all switched. Now, suddenly, all the monkeys on the island immediately, once it hit 100, to take the sweet potatoes down to the water, wash the sand off them, no more sand on your sweet potatoes. They thought this was very interesting. So then they tried the experiment on the next island over. Now the monkeys on the next island had never even had contact with the monkeys from the other island. And now suddenly all the monkeys know to take your sand-covered sweet potatoes down to the water, wash the sand off. What is that? It's collective consciousness. So everybody talking about, what does it matter if I wake one more person up to the reality of this madness we're living in? Well, we could be just 1 or 2 monkeys away from hitting 100. That's the point. It does matter. We're all connected. And once we hit that tipping point, we can all wake up to the reality that we're getting played like a bunch of rubes. Let's make it to 100 monkeys, everybody.
As reasons to spread awareness go, I have not heard many that are as good as that one. We may be just a handful of people away from waking up the masses, and there certainly seems to be a shift happening. That can only be explained by a massive amount of people all waking up to the fact that this reality is not what we're told it is. The beautiful thing is, when you do wake up and finally see the truth, the world becomes a much more magical place, and you just can't help but to want to spread that truth because it's so amazing you want everybody else to have it. The world is going to get much darker before we reach our final days, but that doesn't mean that we all have to go down with it.
Speaking of AI taking over the world and robots taking over the world, have you guys ever heard of this man named Paul Tudor Jones?